Welcome back to another Pizza Ninjas video. I know I have not posted in a while. It's been 2 months. It's because school started up from summer break. I started 6th grade, which is middle school. I'm trying to catch up to a lot of stuff, but now I have time because I'm homesick. Sad that's the only time that I can make a video, but I can. So today we're going to be reading The Legend of Spookly Square Pumpkin. So I hope you guys enjoy. Yeah. Enjoy. Well, I don't know what I'm doing. Okay, just watch the video. Alright. The Legend of Spookly the Square Pumpkin. If you have this book, please follow along. One day, in the pumpkin patch, the strangest little pumpkin hatched. Spookly wasn't like his friends, but they had curves. He had ends. Spookly had different. Spookly was different. He was odd. He was rare. Spookily, the pumpkin wasn't round. He was square. While the round pumpkins had fun rolling along, poor Spookily sat there, shaped all wrong. He tried and tried with all his might, but he couldn't budge. He just sat tight. The other pumpkins teased him because he was a square. Spookily wished he was round and could roll everywhere. That is, until one night when they all discovered it's fine to be round when the weather is fair, but there are times it's better to be a square. Halloween was just a day away, when a mighty storm blew across the bay. It tossed the round pumpkins to go and fro. It snapped their vines, then off they'd go, bouncing left, slamming right, bang, pinging, banging, bashing. What a sight! Spookily sat there filled with fright, but glad to be a square that night. Suddenly, the fence gave away. 3 pumpkins rolled out and into the bay. Spookily knew what must be done. It was up to him. He was the one. He teetered, he tottered, he tipped, he tried, and finally flipped. He was on his side. Again he tipped, again he flopped, again he flipped, and then he stopped, right in the gap where the fence had snapped. He blocked the way the hole was capping. All the pumpkins shouted, "Hooray!" Spookily the square pumpkin had saved the day. Then a pumpkin hit him with a whack. He thought his shell would start to crack. Then another one hit him with a thump, and another one with a smack. One by one, a ton of pumpkins piled on the stack, with a bang and a bash and a crunch and a crash, and then it all went black. At dawn, when the storm had stopped, the farmer came out and checked his crop. He picked his pumpkins up one by one and laid them out in the warm, dry sun. And when the last was moved away, the farmer could see what had saved the day. An odd-shaped pumpkin, short and dense, was wedged against a broken fence. Its shell was bruised, its stem was too, but there was a brave little Spookly, sitting straight and strong true. Right then and there, the farmer knew, of all the seeds he'd ever sown, Spooklies were the most special that he had ever grown. And the next year, when it was time to sow, he sowed those seeds in every row. He watered and weeded and watched them grow. And oh, that morning about mid-June, when the pumpkin patch began to bloom, there were tiny pumpkins everywhere, hundreds and hundreds, most of them square. But some were cubes, and some were rectangular, some were flat, and others triangular. There was a bed of bright red ones and 2 rows of blue. There were polka dot pumpkins and rainbow ones too. There were thousands of colors and hundreds of shapes. Oh, what a garden variety makes. Now every year on Halloween, Spooky's patch is quite a scene. People come from far and near to see what wonders grew that year. They stop, they gawk, they gaze, they stare. Then they pick a pumpkin that's round, triangular, or a perfect square. Now you know the story of how spookily grew. Maybe someday you'll tell someone too. And they'll go tell someone who go tell another. And maybe one day we all will discover you can't judge a book or a pumpkin by its cover.